Um, and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. Day 3, Stygian Onslaught grind. Calling it a grind is interesting, but still got a refresh. Got 5 condensed to run through. I don't know when I'll try to attempt my skirk in the event. You know, the permanent endgame, I should say, not event, but it's technically a permanent endgame event, but whatever. I need to get used to rotations. I thought about changing up my rotation and testing that out, but yeah. Now, I don't know if there's any more of the stuff for the Traveler Tales. I want to assume that there is more, hopefully, for certain ones that I hope to see more about, but it might not happen, so I might have to just accept it as such. I'm going to stream every day this weekend, but this stream is probably going to be where it starts to become much shorter. Instead of it being like last stream was like 3 hours, this stream is most likely going to be like, maybe an hour, hour and a half. There is a few things I'm going to do in this stream that I didn't do in the other streams when I got Skirk. I want to look at Skirk's voice lines, so I'm going to do that today. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what else I'm going to do other than try to get used to Skirk's rotation because I've been trying to optimize how I can go about doing her rotations a certain way from like watching other people. It just seems like me trying to focus more about trying to keep the meter up isn't worth it when I end up spending less time actually doing normal text. So I want to try 2 different types of playstyles and see which one I like more. But I'm thinking of probably pushing that to Monday. But
All things come to an end.
I can do a
No
little bit of
time
that today
itself.
actually.
What a place! Full of surprises.
Give me a second. Still preparing this.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of
You know, if part of me wants to do that event, 'cause I managed to full clear it on my second account, actually getting the more rewards and everything, but I didn't do that on my main account because I didn't go all the way through Act 3 and actually full clear it.
Where do
But I
we
don't know
come
if I want
from?
to do that.
And where are we going?
Hold up, almost done. Okay, bring this over here so I can hear the mic quality. The last time I've been waiting for to finish is finally gonna finish this Sunday, but I still haven't started watching Fire Force Season 2. It's been well over a week. I'm gonna definitely try to get that in this time. Yo, how's it going, homie? I am chilling. Just cooked. So, yeah. I haven't actually eaten yet. I'll probably eat a little bit. This weekend, I'm gonna definitely try to push out these streams a little bit earlier, just so I can have more time to watch Fire Force Season 2, so I can catch up with that, because I haven't done it yet. Okay, let's reposition this, because it seems like Mike is in a weird spot. Okay, how did this sound? I guess it sounds good enough. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, so game plan today is of course just to run through the resin that we got. If I was using Welkin, I'd double refresh throughout this whole thing, but I'm not gonna do that. Gonna single refresh though. Now that I got Skirk, I'm gonna be pretty comfortable about how long I save up for whatever character I end up going for in the future.
Add Astra.
This is assuming that I don't get home by some weird new boss mechanic with the Nogcry enemies, which is something I worry about a little bit. But there's no way they'll end up making it like unbearable, right? They wouldn't be that dumb. But I'll have to see how that goes.
Add Astra Abyss. Thank you for completing today's commit.
It's not like Skirk had anything to say for getting her to level 2 on friendship. Okay. So that little bit of resin I'm gonna save up for tomorrow. But the condensed we can just run through it right now. And I'm gonna probably try to get used to using Skirk, so I might end up. I was thinking about waiting before I do that though. Like pushing myself to see if I can do difficulty 4 with Skirk. There's no way my level 70 Skirk is able to do difficulty 5. I know my build is really good on her though, but I don't know. I feel like testing the middle of her, but I want to wait till I get a little bit more investment on her, which is why I'm debating on waiting till Sunday for that. That being said, still can't farm this yet, so you have to wait till Sunday anyways. It really does suck that I just don't know what I should do with my resin when all the fragils I saved up a while back I've already used during Fontaine's time, just before, you know, just before Natlan released. I ran through like 45 fragils, which really sucks. Right now we're just gonna do the normal grind. Do it on hard mode since apparently you can just comfortably do that. I guess while I'm doing this, I can at least see how well my Skirk does. By just starting her rotation.
A dash of front.
And then just normal tag. Well, I'm close.
The pinnacle of excellence. A little amuse.
Okay, maybe not that rotation then. I had to eventually do a charge to attack a little bit. It'd be different if I had Max Serpent Subtlety in the beginning though. Okay. Alright. Alright. I wish there was a benefit to farming this in menacing mode or fearless. Difficulties 4 and 5. Like you could probably get more artifact drops or something while farming. It's just been better that way if you could do an outbreak period.
Quietly now. Off to the freeze. Yeah. Ha.
Do do do
Mine to wield.
do 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 do. Charge attack. Do 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 do. So she can't make it all the way, but I guess it's fine. You know, I'm gonna probably try the other rotation I usually do. I don't know if I like it. Oh. If this double crits, I might be willing to keep this. But that's hard to come by for Electro Gobbles, 'cause I have a lot of good ones. I'll definitely try it. Uh-huh. I would love another chance at a double crit attack since because I've only gotten one from the set, but I don't know. It's saying how much XP I've accumulated. Am I close to getting the next feather, actually? Please. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that love for now, though. How about this? Damn. I was thinking for a second I might just try for it, but I'm not gonna gamble like that. Do it again. Let's try a different rotation. Let's try a Scafe first.
Mine to wield.
I end up with a little bit more. Okay. I guess I am starting to notice something now. So when it started with no energy, that rotation definitely felt better for gathering more Voiders because Skirk had more duration that time. Well. Yeah, this stream definitely be a lot shorter. I got to figure out what else I want to do to stretch the stream at least to an hour. But then I can only think about like leveling Skirk.
Quietly
Did I
now.
do that today? I guess so.
Search. Mine to wield.
I ended up getting her killed. Again? The worst thing is I can't ignore this one. I have to try that, even though I don't want to keep a physical goblet. I at least kept like one, just because, but now that one I just can't ignore. Thank God. Okay. I'm gonna come back to this. Yeah, I did not need to use all that. I forgot I didn't have that much fodder. Now I just wasted all those pots again. Ugh. I don't think I'll ever get over the fact that I've crafted this 3 times. And it rolled the exact same way 3 times. Should have tried a different artifact. I'm thinking maybe for this stream I should use my fragiles. And if that's the case, I might actually run through some of it. I'm thinking about it. I'd like to at least get Skirt to 80 out of 90. Wait, did I guess I can't check it here, can I? I guess it doesn't matter. Run through this, and I guess I'll just like run through my fragiles, see how much of the XP books I can get. If I can get Skirk 80 out of 90 at the least, then I could at least do a stream where I'm willing to try all the way to the end. But I don't know if I want to try until I have the resources.
Extinguish. Power.
I can't get that fast clear a second time. It's kind of funny. Okay. I did have one more. Bruh. No, I'm not that. No, I'm not that tempted. Oh, right, can't do that here. Maybe I'll farm some leylands today. Because I am going to have to go through all my fragiles. Because to be fair, my account was not prepared to build anyone after I also wasted more XP books when I leveled up Aoife. Well, that stream's gonna have to be pushed back a little bit. Or maybe I'll do it in a future stream when it's not even a title for it. But I kind of want to at least give Aoife some spotlight, so I don't know.
However fearsome the lightning may be, its wrath is limited to the realm beneath the clouds. The high heavens above remain clear.
Yeah, you got a point. I was gonna say wait. No, you got a point. Alright. Even though I will look at script voice lines as like the last thing I do in this stream, I guess I'll farm Leylands a bit. Because as much as I want to waste my... Wait, why am I going back here? I don't even need to do that, do I? No, I don't. I don't need to do that anymore. I was thinking about just condensing, but then I realized I don't really need to do that. I mean, technically I do, because I would need to use those. But you know what? We don't need to do that. I'll just use the frazzles I have in my inventory instead of wasting that. So, I guess it's a matter of what I should farm. Which, while we're in Natlan, just gonna do Natlan things. So go over here and do this. I really wasn't prepared for this character. I had a 4-piece set of artifacts for her, which if I knew about the artifact reroller before I got rid of the pieces, I probably would have had at least a 4-piece set on her current set, but I don't know. I don't know if that would have worked out for me. It really is interesting that it feels like if I start my rotation with the Scuffy, I can actually get more Void Rifts that way.
Strike a pose! Let the world come along!
Gotcha!
The pinnacle of excellence!
Things are about to get dicey.
Into the void!
13. Yeah, that's not a lot. I didn't want to hit. You know what? Actually, you know what? Hold on. Do this.
Off to the freezer!
I really like that for overwhelm. Just being able to do that is like really useful. Very useful.
A little of Let my name echoes!
Game's up. Time's over. Quietly now.
A burst of flavor! Alright, let's finish this fast!
Oh, I guess he still loses it all. I was wondering what would happen if I did that. Okay. Okay. Where's this at? Over there. I'm still so happy I got this character. I didn't think I would get on the 50-50. Let's see what happened. Yeah. Almost my second solo. Such a ass up, bro.
A dash of let the world come alive! Boost on the loose! Here comes the catch. Busted. Paradigm shift. Extinguished. Yeah. Strike. A little amuse bouche. Merciless.
Actually, I might have to run there. Who was aggroing me? What? Oh. Oh, I think I should float up that slight slant in the ground.
Don't mind if I do!
Time to shine! Yoo-hoo! At first, the flavor! Game's up. Fun's over. Quietly now. Another star goes out! Annihilate! Yeah!
Yes, you are. Qualified after all.
So far, I'm kind of liking her plays, though. I just need to find that rotation that makes sense to me, though. Okay. And then there was one last one.
The universe is vast beyond measure, with stars stretching out into infinity. With that perspective in mind, my pursuit of strength seems like an equally endless journey. So, while I will never stop moving forward, I do try to set milestones for myself along the way. And I've reached a new milestone while journeying with you, because I've grown stronger during this time. That means it's now my turn to train you. The only question is, are you ready?
So now she... I like how that voice I said, like, are you ready to train the traveler? If only it made sense for that timeline. I wish that she would have referenced the circles, but I guess that would be weird if she did. Well, I was hoping her crit damage would be higher than this. I thought it'd be over 250 at least. Close to 260. That was where I thought it was going to be at. That's a bit worse than I thought, but her attack is going to be very high in this build. The thing that sucks is I don't really want to do a crit damage circlet. Because her crit rate's just a bit too low. It'd be 15%, that would be 50 crit rate, and then 36 plus 50. Wow, that is pretty close to 100 crit rate. So maybe a crit damage circlet would be better. I just feel like if I want to run a build like that, I need a little bit more crit rate, which would mean that I'm going to balance this a bit. The problem is, I don't know if this is better. Technically, I have this CV with attack percent roll, so it should be just about as good as this one, if not just slightly better. But before, my crit rate was too high, which is why I didn't run this flower. Oh, there's a 3-line start. Huh. I don't know if this is better than the other build. I mean, 55 is just like I'm over capping by a little bit because 15%, which is crowd resonance, plus the 55, that's 70 crit rate, which with 36 crit rate that I get from Marcus Hunter, that's over 100. So compared to that, this is like 61. So it's like close to 100% rather than being over 100%. I just don't know if this is really better. It's kind of the problem. I know I didn't give her that circle just yet, did I? Damn, it's making me go all the way down here. Where is it at? Okay, there it is. I want to see what this looks like with that little extra crit rate. Yeah, definitely better. Plus 15. That is 100 crit rate. Yeah, that is perfectly 100 crit rate. It's above 100% by about 3%. That 3% that's there. If I were to run this circle, it'd be over 100, just barely over 100 with this CV. This is something I mentioned crowd resonance and Marshall's a hunter being progged with Frayne in the team. Making this circlet actually a useful use case, but I don't know if I want to run that. If only my circlet was, or if only my sands was better. Pieces that just give crit are just as valuable as pieces that don't have attack percent but just have crit, because there's not really many things you can do to upgrade Skirk's damage. It makes me wonder if it's even worth squeezing that 100%. I don't think it's worth squeezing that 100%. Damn, that brings her to 2300. Holy. I'm just debating, 'cause I don't know if it's truly worth it or not. Is it worth being close to 100%, or is it worth being a little over 100% crit rate? Because in this build variant, being close to 100%, I mean, I, I have 45 plus 15 is 60. That's cryo resonance, and then 36, that's just shy of 100 by like 4%. Be 96 in this build. So I'm thinking about it. It would give me a use for that circlet. If only I had a good onset one like my second account does for crit damage circlet, but I don't have that. I don't know if getting a circlet onset would actually help me with my off-piece potentials. I do have good off-piece potentials that I could use since attack sands, I only have to think about CV since Skirk doesn't care about anything else. She doesn't care about EM, she doesn't care about HP, she doesn't care about defense, she only cares about crit on the attack sands. So because of that, I could give her just pieces that have good enough CV. And this is what I want to give her, I'm thinking. Oh, right, there's this. Uh, you know what? Hold on. Figured as much. It's not really that much different from what I had before. But what about this? Ooh, I like it. So be over 100% crit rate, but her build would look a lot better. Ooh. Ooh, I'm thinking about it. My official didn't need this piece. He don't need it that badly. I'm thinking about it. It actually does not look that bad. I like it. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. This is like my best attack sans in my account too, I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking about it. The thing that sucks though is that I might want to consider crafting a circlet in the future if I really want to use that as an off piece. I don't know if I want to keep this on her because if I keep this on her, when I go back to STYGIAN Onslaught, I'm gonna have to redo a run with Moika. I mean, it's fine. I don't play Moika as a DPS that often, so I don't care how great her build is at the moment. I do have other options for her. It's just a circlet that I gave her there is just her best one. Mm, that's still my favorite circlet on my account, man. I hate this piece because I low-key think I would want to use it, but I still might get rid of that one day. Right now, it doesn't need to go anywhere. This build, my Moika definitely over critting. But at least she has a build with a circlet like that. She needs an onset one, okay? I need to reroll this goblin because I want to reroll it. My problem is I can't stand this piece. I feel like until I reroll this, I'm not going to be satisfied. The funny part is, it looks like after 2 more rerolls, the next one will end up being a guaranteed 3 stat roll, where I can get 3 rolls into the stats that I want, which I think by then I might actually give that to a specific artifact, because I don't want to do that for the flower as much as I would like to. I'm only rerolling it this much because it's actually a 4-line start piece. The only reason why I keep trying to reroll it. I hope I can get lucky enough though. I might let her have this. I just want her crit rate to be at least 50%. It doesn't need to be more than 50%, because then it the lowest I could go is 45 because I'll be close to overcapping. If I want to hit like a specific threshold, I'd say maybe 48 is the sweet spot. Or should I say 49? Because then I just get perfectly 100% adding crowd resonance on top of it. But anywhere above 49, then I'm over critting. Almar, Sussy Hunter's artifact scent. Makes me think I shouldn't try to use this, but do I have another Sans that comes close to this? I do. There's this one, which is also over critting. Hmm. I don't get the craziest Sans very often, so it just is what it is. Nothing can be better than an onset piece. As for our pieces on this, I don't know. Hello. As for now, I have to give her something else. Maybe I should give her though. I don't have anything better. Unless I want to give her an onset one. Even though
I
it's fine.
created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrten.
I guess it doesn't really matter right now. That still looks good either way. Let her have that. I should understand artifacts, but they all look the same to me. Well, I definitely don't have the best way to explain it. I guess for me it comes from the background of other games I've played in the past.
All right, let's
You
finish
asked
it.
for it. Fast.
Merciless. Paradigm shift.
Really is nice I can just really fill it up. It's like, they all look the same. I don't know what to say to that.
Merciless.
Alright. Should I count them? I'll worry about getting Skirk level 90 another time.
Merciless.
At least I can now play.
A little elusive.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize I was still in this state. Don't really matter 'cause every time I do the normal text state, it just resets fully, which someone would have actually mentioned when they were doing those guides for Skype, because I did not think that switching off of her early would mean that it wouldn't change anything. Me trying to actually hope that I save some of the meter back like I could with Moika, but I guess it is what it is. Okay. I guess for now, I've done most of what I want to do today. Do you have? Not much, because I just went through it. I don't even think I have a temple right now. Definitely need to consider trying local legends when I actually max her out. I need a little bit more for talents, because it's not worked on. So I'm debating whether I want to use Sunday as a reason to run through that or not. Maybe I can retry this again, but I don't see a reason to retry this other than trying to figure out this rotation.
Extinguished.
I definitely don't like that, even though I had so much of the meter left, it would just end after a certain amount of time. Here, I thought I understood how to play her after watching people play this character. I still think there's still a lot of room for growth for me playing her. Alright. Saving this for tomorrow, even though yeah, I'll save that for tomorrow. How's good quality? Not even from Tava, right? Yeah, I don't like it. Hey, should I run through the last little bit from this? I guess I should. Man, part of me does not want to. I think having her 8 out of 90, I might end up just testing my metal with the new endgame for that. Maybe I'll retry this one last time before I end it. I still really don't like this Abyss cycle though. It forced me to play DPS per weekend. Which isn't the biggest issue, it's just I don't even have to play Bennett with her, I just choose to. Because I don't like this boss in the beginning. But now that I have her a 90, I want to see if there's any difference, I guess, in her damage, even if it's only a little bit. I have to force Yelan, which isn't great for me, because she is not well built. But now, at least I have incentive to go to my way to rebuild Yelan, so I guess I look forward to that.
Get to work! You two! Tight! Everybody stand back! On my mark! Wrath from the skies!
Oh wow, they actually put this shit up sooner.
Let's light it up! Fulfill our pact!
Oh, that's fun. This is now a worse run than I did yesterday because of this.
Off we go!
Oh,
Suffer
man.
the wrath of Eastleigh! Faster! Stronger! Burn it down! Pyroclastic surge!
Oh, wow. Okay. That's definitely a way worse run. Way worse run. Because I usually would do like half of her health before she goes into her special state. But now for this.
A little showering with praise! Let the world come on! The pinnacle of excellence! Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now. Transform! Annihilate!
Wow. I was not expecting that I couldn't do anymore. That makes me sad. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, while I'm doing that, I can do that. Alright, do your thing.
Adaptive frosting! At first, busted. Here comes the catch. Extinguish.
Oh, let's retry that. I wanted to do her burst and I didn't. I ended up pressing it. I forget you have to hold down her skill and then you can burst. I keep wanting to treat her like I would out Haytham, but I can't do that. Can't wait till I work on her talents more. She's definitely gonna hit a lot harder once I get that.
Fulfill our path! Everybody stand! On my mark! Light of the blazing sun! A dash of color brings the spirit to life! Light it up!
Oh, great. Now you're just being mean.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh! Get controlled breathing! Let's move! Wrath from the sky!
Well, I ended up messing up the rotation again, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Incinerate!
Just honestly
Fulfill our
saying,
path! Quick as a flash!
I made this look difficult for no reason. I made this look difficult for no reason. But then again,
Very
I
well.
don't usually like pairing
Consider your
the scenes
strength
together.
acknowledged.
Okay.
A little loose! Time to shine! The pinnacle of excellence! Game's up! Fun's over!
I do got my rotation.
Another star goes out! Annihilate!
And then try to. So I guess in the beginning, doing the rotation like this is better. There's something else I haven't tried yet though, which I've noticed some people do when they use her, 'cause they do like a little dash with her. I haven't actually tried that yet.
Fearless!
I got like a RNG twice now. Right in
At first, the
You know
fleet!
what? I gotta restart. I keep messing up her rotation when I'm ready to actually use her. Gotta even think about it. I ended up pressing her skill. I'm definitely gonna have to get used to that. I'm gonna get used to that. I'm gonna try to. I'm definitely gonna need to if I want to use Insidious outside for the other her difficulties.
See, Laline! East Papa! Get him! On my mark! I'm going in! Pyroclastic surge!
A dash of color brings the spirit to life.
Incinerate! Try and stop me!
Oh shit.
You two! Time to end them! Let's move! Light of the blazing sun!
Well, I kind of recovered it. Would have won, sir, if I actually got
Very
this in the city
well.
card, but
Consider your strength acknowledged.
Let the world collide! Things are about to get
I
dicey.
did rotation. You know what? I'm just gonna
Busted.
leave it.
Paradise. Annihilate. Strike a pose.
Oh wow! I actually managed to do that. Let's go. I'm gonna do this.
Merciless.
Come on. Come on. You're not gonna do it?
Off to the freezer. Lightning, killing song. Boost on the loose. Game's up. Time's over. Gotcha.
Oh, because that was... It seems like if you do her burst before the rotation starts, it doesn't let you do her special burst animation in the beginning. Wow, I did not realize she played so different. None of the guide videos talk about that. That is so weird. So, if you press her skill, you can't do her burst at all. If you try to do her burst during that, you get a special animation that actually boosts her normal attack damage. If you hold her skill, she'll do a little dash, and during that time you can use her burst that way and it boosts the damage of her burst. Now, all that makes sense until this whole you can do a weird out rotation in the abyss that I kept hearing about, and that was what I was trying to do. Since I keep her skill, I guess not her skill, but her serpent subtlety up at a certain amount. If you do her burst in the beginning without even like increasing her serpent subtlety, then you can't do her special animation burst thing when you do her normal attacks. You can only do a charge attack. Instead, just to pick up the void rifts, but you won't get that increased damage. Who would have thought? Okay, I guess let's finish up this run.
Get to work. See, Laline, eat Papa. Huh? Control breathing. Start the going in. Pyroclastic surge.
Wow, this rotation is really good.
Full throttle. Let's light it up. Fulfill our pact. Quick as a flash. Let's move. Take me.
How the fuck is that fair? The only way that could have hit me is perfect frame hit because I definitely, like, I'm pretty sure I pressed the burst quick enough, but I guess not quick enough.
Controlled breathing. Harder. On. Suffer the wrath of the Eastling. Wrath from the sky.
Come on. Thank you.
Light it up. Everybody stand back. You two. Time to. Stronger. Let's move. Light up the blazing sun.
I guess I can never always fight the boss the right way, to be honest. I don't
Let's
even
light
know
it
this
up.
thing gets supposed to
Just
do.
get to work. Controlled breathing. Start the clock. Teamwork is true. Suffer the wrath of the East. Pyroclastic surge.
Ah, please. You know, I thought I pressed this button, but I didn't. I don't know why I did that. There's a lot of time.
At first, the flavor. Here comes the catch.
Oh, now I have to do it. What?
A little elusive. At first, the flavor. Let the world come on.
Kind of sad. Playing this pretty scuff, not gonna lie.
Quietly.
I'm gonna get energy back for that.
Nice.
During that time, I could have probably had enough time to clear it and just use Skirk to just build up her Serpent Subtlety, but I didn't feel like doing that. Maybe in a future Abyss cycle I'll do it just because I'm pretty sure they're not going to keep the cryo buffs that are in the Abyss right now.
Burn it down. Quick as a flash. Let's move. I'm going in. Fulfill our pact. Laline, eat Papa. Wrath from the sky.
Oh my god, I hate these enemies. They just move around like an idiot.
Incinerate.
That's annoying.
Stronger.
They waste a lot of
On
time.
my suffer the wrath of the Eastling. Everybody stand back. Pyroclastic surge. Incinerate. Let's light it. You two. Time to end them. Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's move. Light up the blazing sun.
Just kill. Just kill.
A dash of frosting. Time to shine. Goose on the loose. Things are about to get dicey. Extinguish. it's over. Got a burst of pleasure. Mine to wield.
I didn't even know I could do that. I thought you couldn't do the charge attack into the special burst because I thought I already had messed that up. She's gonna take some time to get used to, I swear. This is gonna probably be my challenge when I try to use her in Stygian Onslaught. I just need to work on her talents just a bit more before I actually do it. Which I think I'm gonna spend my resin on Sunday to do that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Farm talents. So we still got 3 of these. Not too bad. So far, I feel like I'm liking her playstyle, but at the same time, I'm very conflicted because like she is more complicated than most normal type DPSs usually are. Which I don't know. So far, I figure I'll end up eventually getting her to a point where I'm satisfied and having a good rotation for it. I don't particularly like using Yelan last in a rotation, but it's just the best way to handle it. The build that my Yelan has, she's on 4-piece noblesse, and she's also giving Skirk 40% attack every time I do a rotation. So it's nice. The only thing I haven't tried yet, which I just don't know if it's worth doing, but people keep saying to use tenacity. I don't know if I want to use tenacity on freedom. My build is not that good. Tenacity, yeah. That I can even like compete with this. But this is like the only other thing I haven't tried yet, which I don't think I'm gonna do that today. I might save that for Monday's stream maybe. I don't know yet. Probably would need that piece. Actually, she needs HP, so probably that one. Ooh. That is not bad. I might have to use that circle no matter what. Man, I'm definitely gonna have less ER in this type of build, so I might end up just having to do ER sales for it. You're gonna have to see if tenacity really worth using on that, because my build is really good. I don't know if I feel like putting myself. Look at this. I don't know why I feel like doing this, I just do. Oh, that is tragic. That's level 13? What the? That is high. That's a high crit damage. I don't know why I'm looking at this, I just feel like it. Oh, Skirk. That is tragic. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And oh, I changed his description. Girl, pick up your phone. I can't believe it. Oh right, he still did difficulty 5 at least. Oh right, he has an attack up. I was like, wait, why is his attack so high? Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna figure this out. I'll probably figure out what I can change my official build to, but for now, I guess this is good enough. I just remembered, before I end it, I got to look at this at least.
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish. I am Skirk, disciple of Sirtologi, the Foul. You've proven your strength to me along your journey, and earned the right to speak to me as an equal. Now, let me witness how your fate unfolds. Where do we come from? And where are we going?
Should do that when she's
All
meditating.
things come to an end. Even time itself. Nice. I like the rain. However fearsome the lightning
Yeah,
may
we've
be,
heard all of these
its
already.
wrath is limited to the realm beneath the clouds. The high heavens above remain clear.
How about
They
this?
say that at absolute zero, everything falls completely still. Compared to that, this is nothing. The wind sweeps away everything that clouds our vision. Sleep well? Looks like you're back to peak condition. Let's prepare to depart.
Well, I was not expecting
High
that.
noon isn't a good time for sword practice, so I usually spend these hours in meditation. While hard work is essential, reflection and review are also important to keep you from straying off course. Oh, nighttime already. Time moves so quickly in the outside world. It's all the more important to cherish it. Get some sleep. I'll be practicing my blade work for a while longer.
Oh my goodness, what is this?
I bought some old books from Liyue recently. A passage in one of them stood out to me. The wise man uses his mind as a mirror, neither grasping out nor drawing in. It receives all, yet keeps nothing. In this way, he triumphs over all things, and they can render him no harm. That's a very
Sounds
enlightened
familiar.
state of mind. At first, I assumed it must have been penned by some renowned martial arts master. But after reading further, it turned out that he was just an ordinary traveler. People surprise me with what they're capable of sometimes. Suppose that's what they mean when they talk about hidden strengths.
Makes sense.
If you ever want to hone your skills, I can take you to the abyss. You won't be disturbed there, and time will pass at a slower pace. It's an economical way to train.
It's still crazy after doing her story quest. I'll never stop referencing the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z. That is just the perfect example of that. If Trevor took advantage of that, there's no way he actually wouldn't get stronger.
Master tells me he first trained in the traditional black serpent blade work of Conria. But by the time he took me on, his style incorporated many techniques from other sources. That is what it means to be a true martial artist. Constantly learning and adapting. Always testing and overcoming your limits. Otherwise, you will stagnate. During my journey through the stars, I came across a species with completely inverted sensory perception. They'd
What?
use ice to warm themselves up and cool down by the fire. They'd be sweating
Okay.
buckets inside a cold, dark cave, but shiver uncontrollably under the blazing sun.
That's
So
interesting.
different from all the other creatures around them. And yet, they lived quite happily. That's the miracle of life. Unfathomably complex, but at the same time, so simple.
That's so interesting. They just sweat uncontrollably where it's cold. Just imagining that just sounds strange to me, since we're so used to it as humans,
I spend most of my time training in the abyss.
being the opposite.
There's little that deserves my attention on the outside. You've got nothing to worry about with me, though. I mean this world no harm.
I guess that this was probably what we got for when we leveled up her friendship, I'm assuming.
In my spare time, I play music from my homeland, albeit on instruments from Tevat. I once thought that those melodies would eventually fade from my memory as the years went by, but they haven't. It's as if they're etched into my very soul. Every time I'm strumming my guitar, I'm so conscious that this music I'm playing is the last trace of that civilization's existence in the entire universe. I tried writing some poetry once. My mother was a good poet, and I wondered if she'd pass that talent on to me. But nope. Whatever I tried, it just wouldn't click. I guess it's just not one of my strong suits. So be it. Poetry isn't gonna help me in battle anyway, so I don't have any real incentive to stick at it.
I believe she says something about this in her story quest.
Back when I was training with Master,
That's
I'd
okay.
frequently end up covered in cuts and bruises from head to toe. There was this particular kind of bug. I don't remember what it was called, but he always used to catch some and grill them for me after a session. Said it'd help with my recovery. They were plump little things. You knew they were done on the grill because they'd glow a beautiful golden color. Crispy shell on the outside with savory flesh in the middle. It's been so long that I don't really remember how they tasted, but I do remember I used to love them as a kid.
The way it sounds, it just kind of reminds me of Golden Shrimp Bowls when she explains it like that. Well, obviously, that's not what she's talking about, but it just kind of makes me think of that initially.
Food goes down easier when it tastes good. But even when it doesn't, it's still edible. Just don't let anything go to waste.
Talk about not answering the question, but you know, it's fun.
Not bad.
So these are like receiving the gifts. It's funny that they even show these voice lines because we don't have the event where these voice lines actually exist for.
It's okay. Not bad.
At its best, not bad.
It's okay. Ugh, waste of ingredients. Next time, I'm cooking.
Damn.
Happy birthday. I know some people like to throw a huge party, while others prefer a quieter affair. I don't know which kind of person you are, but for me, birthdays are a time to reflect on the past year. Sometimes with pride in my progress, other times with profound regret. It's probably best not to ascribe so much meaning to birthdays after all. Each place has its own festivals for celebrating the land, one's ancestors, friendship. But your birthday is the one day of the year that is meant just for you. Okay, speech over. Once again, I wish you a happy birthday, and I hope you keep growing into the person you aspire to become.
The English voice for Skirk is just very nice to listen to. The more I listen to it,
Is that it?
it's like hearing these lines and then hearing the
Happy
Happy
birthday.
Birthday one. Her voice sounded a little bit different.
An improvement, but it's still not enough for me. Strength. There was once a time when I neither possessed nor sought it, but now it's in the palm of my hand. I'm never letting go. The universe is vast beyond
Oh, I
measure,
didn't realize it was that long
with
when she
stars
talked about it.
stretching out
Okay.
into infinity. With that perspective in mind, the pursuit of strength seems like an
us
equally endless
goals.
journey. So,
How
while I
do
will
you
never
best?
stop moving forward,
Solution.
I do try to set
She made a
milestones for
promise to
myself along the way.
Alice?
And I've
Ooh,
reached
she
a new
does talk
milestone
about
while
Dan's
journeying with
leave.
you,
Dory
because I've
just
grown
had to be a
stronger
new
during this time. That
She
means
mentioned
it's
Nicole.
now my
Yeah, I'm
turn
happy
to
I got
train
this
you.
character. I want
The
to see what
only
she says about
question
Nicole,
is,
actually. She's part of the
are you
Hexen
ready?
Circle, so I definitely looking forward to that. The Will of the Moon. Okay. Maybe we'll get her friendship 4 before the end of the outbreak period. If I can, I'm definitely going to look back at her voice lines again. I won't be able to get all of them. I like how most of these voice lines only appear after you've done her story quest, though. About Skirk isn't, but at least there'll be some for level 4 I gotta look at, though. I need to know what she says about some of these. So I can look at those, but I can't see Tartaglia's voice until Friendship 6. Okay. I'll have most of the voices I'm interested in. But that's so interesting. The Power of the Abyss, the Uskulls is kind of interesting. But I'm curious about what this voice line is. And then, of course, the promise and gratitude to Alice. People theorize that the not cry teaser trailer at the end, the voice, the person that voiced it is probably the voice of Nicole. Because we should start seeing all the witches of the Hexen Circle. I mean, we've known Alice for the longest time, but then it was Mona's Master, which I've already forgot a certain name. It started with a B though, so it's definitely not her. Obviously, Nicole is someone else, which I think she was lightly touched upon during the Story Quest event last year for Simulanka, if I'm not mistaken. So, guess that's it. Thank God I remembered to do this. God, I'd been more upset if I didn't do this.
I am
But,
Skirk,
yeah.
disciple of Sirtologi, the Foul. You've proven your strength to me along your journey, and earned the right to speak to me as an equal.
So, this weekend, I'm going to try to get that community post out about Imaginary Theater Season 13, which is next week on Tuesday. Next week on Tuesday, I have something else happening that day, though, so I wonder what's going to happen then. I think this Sunday, is it this Sunday? Please tell me it's this Sunday. Hold on. Or is it Monday? We have 2 streams on Monday, so that's going to be fun. Not like I need to divulge everything, but I know I'll try to make sure I get that community post out sooner, because by the time Paimon Shop resets on Tuesday, I'm going to see if I can get Skirk on my second account. And if I do get her on there, I might do a stream on there. I don't know if I should, but there's a reason why I want to do a stream on there. Because despite me wanting Skirk on this account, just because I wanted her for the lore, I feel like I would regret it getting, or not getting her, because I did want her that badly, despite her kit design. But now I'm gonna have to test between, you know, Skirk with and without C1 Escafe, since my second has C1 Escafe. But yeah.
Annihilated. Extinguished. Surge. Merciless. Fearless. Into the void.
Okay.
Another star goes out.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. I always think that's cool when
Into
she
the
said that.
void.
I think it sounds cooler when she said that, though.
Paradigm shift.
Okay, that one sounds badass, too.
Power.
She said that for the burst animation? That might be the alternate burst. I've heard her say this
Power.
once.
Mine to wield.
I've also heard that one.
You've earned yourself a reward. Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
She said that she praises you when you open a chest. That's kind of cute, actually.
A treasure buried in time. Now this is getting interesting.
I definitely heard that a few times.
Keep going.
That sounds weird, man.
Keep going. Wasn't expecting this. Watch yourself. I'm taking over. The stars fade to black.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my Skirk died at least once for me to hear that.
Someone else has to. Am I still too weak?
Damn.
You overestimate yourself.
What? Why would you say that to your enemy? Like, dude, they don't care.
You overestimate yourself.
If they got a lick on you, they got a lick on you. Like,
That's more like it.
okay, you might be a masochist, I'm not gonna lie.
Need something taken care of? I'll only demonstrate this once.
I've heard that one, but I haven't heard this
Need
one.
something taken care of? Okay, let's take a walk.
Oh.
Okay, let's take a walk.
Also, the voice actor's name, Cat Protano? Cat Protano. That's such an interesting name. Somebody's actually named Cat? That's kind of interesting. Just saying. Yeah, I'm definitely grateful to gain this character. I think I'll keep her build like this. I'll change Fischl later, but I want to hurry up and go do something else, and then probably watch anime this weekend. I'm gonna try to do that this time. So, guess this is what her build's gonna look like for now, because I think she deserves the best. Well, I consider Constellation investment in the future, now that, you know, Stygian Onslaught kind of encourages that. I might do a little bit just to make difficulty 5 easier for me for teams, so I'll probably do it for some of my favorite characters over time, because I don't know how I'm going to treat Nocry. I might skip a lot of it, I might skip most of it. It honestly depends on how much it interests me, but there's still the characters I'm looking forward to seeing, so I guess we'll just have to see, get to that. Oh, for now, until next time, check for one more time. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.